Hi everyone, so new week, new co-host. This week I am joined by Jordan Slack. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here. I love franchising, love the A. I think franchising is probably my favorite thing. The only thing I would say I love more is spontaneous dance parties.
Well, thanks, Jordan, for bringing that dance party to the 8.
Anytime.
I think we needed that. Perfect way to kick off a Friday here.
I'd say so.
So diving right into things with our Fran-tastic. So who could forget when Justin Timberlake / Sean Parker gave this solid piece of advice to Jesse Eisenberg / Mark Zuckerberg?
$1 million isn't cool. You know what's cool?
You?
$1 billion.
Well, it looks like he really took that advice to heart because this week Facebook announced that it reached a new milestone. They don't just have 1 billion monthly active users, but they have 2 billion, which makes it the largest social app in the game. So to celebrate, Facebook is promoting a new Good Ads Up campaign where users can, create their own videos and share them. I think it's going to be something that's cool to see, and 2 billion it's a lot of people.
A lot of people. I think these filters are great on these videos. I'm really excited to check them out. I'm a huge fan of those face filters, the dog filters. Maybe we'll have to make some videos over at 1851 and share them with our friends at home.
Yeah, check it out on Facebook. Coming to a newsfeed near you. All right, on to Fran Liberty is Jason Mazzaroni of Sobol, which recently launched on 1851, so go to their page, check it out. We had the chance to sit down with Jason at IFE just to get a little bit more information about the emerging concept and how he's bringing acai bowls to the East Coast, and it's pretty exciting. They're already experiencing really rapid growth.
Yeah, I'd actually recommend checking this interview out. I thought it was really interesting, and what's cool is if you're an aspiring franchisor, it's someone who took a really cutting-edge new concept and totally had it grow quickly. Really inspiring and also looks super delicious, so definitely check it out.
Yeah, definitely something to look into. So, all right, now to Fresh Money. So when aspiring business owners are making the leap to become a franchisee, obviously one of the first questions that's going to come up is how much fresh money they're earning. And so Jordan actually wrote a great article for 1851's main site about how a franchisee's background has the potential to influence their potential earnings.
Yeah, I think, when preparing to take such a big leap and make this big of an investment, something that's really great is taking into account their background. A lot of the times we hear from people who, for example, were teachers in their prior careers investing in education franchises, something that they can really just roll into and fit into. When I wrote that article, I also talked to some people who previously were trainers who went into gym franchises. So I definitely think, it's always great to go off of your strengths.
Absolutely, it's a way to capitalize on the skills that you're already bringing to the table.
For sure.
All right, so for this week's Fran, Mick Powell, even though he is no longer my weekly co-host, is still featured in the 8 with his weekly Frans. So this week he talks about how a graphic designer can get a job, because when a company gets 1,000 applications in a month, which is something that we recently experienced here, it can be really hard to stand out. So when you're applying for a job, make sure that your resume is matching your creative abilities.
Absolutely. My grandpa always said, when you got it, flaunt it. I mean, seriously, especially when you're applying for a creative position in a field that's changing so quickly, moving so quickly. Show us what you've got. If we're having a stack of 1,000 resumes, you're going to want to be the one at the top you grab that we're really drawn to. So I definitely agree with that.
Absolutely. All right, now we're franching forward with Enjoy Party. It's an emerging franchise concept on the East Coast. It specializes in food service staffing. Really trying to bring that level of quality to the table when it comes to staffing your events and parties. So they're franching forward because they're working with different types of franchisees. They're targeting people that are already operating within the industry, caterers or rental equipment services, anyone that works in that event planning space. So I think it's going to be a really interesting way for entrepreneurs to team up with this brand and add another revenue stream to their bottom lines.
Yeah, definitely. I think especially in markets that are super metro, like here in Chicago, there's events all the time. Event planning is super high in demand. So it's a good way for, those event planners to say, not only can we plan everything before the event, but we have your full staff here for you too. So definitely check that out.
Absolutely. Now the Fran Funny. When you were growing up, did you ever play the game The Floor is Lava?
All the time.
Yeah, so there's this new meme that's going around, and it's the floor is insert something that you don't want to do. It has been cracking me up all week, so here are a few of our favorites.
Yeah, I'd say, there's a few of those for me. My number one would probably be the floor is giving up hot Cheetos, one of those things that I just can't shake, I would take having cheesy fingers all day, every day over giving something up that I just love so much.
I mean, priorities. All right, for inspiration, we have a misquote this week. We're bringing it back. Haven't done one of those in a while. By believing passionately in something that does not yet exist, we create it, and then we build on it through franchising. That's Nikos Kazantzakis. I'm sorry I butchered that.
Solid advice, love it.
All right, and now frenemies versus Frans. We're calling out a frenemy this week, and this is a story that we agged up on 1851's main site. QSR Magazine released an article about how franchise brands can be the perfect target for hackers because they offer different points of entry across their entire systems with their numerous websites. So just really kind of drives home how essential it is for brands to have this strong security and plans in place in the event that you have a breach. Just beware of that frenemy.
Yeah, definitely, especially when you're talking about a franchise brand with so many different locations nationwide. That information is precious and there's so much of it, so gotta be armed and ready for that for sure.
All right, well, Jordan, thanks for joining this week, and that's the 8.
Thanks for having me. That's the 8.